Catherine of Aragon, 1485–1536, was a pivotal figure in early 16th-century European history, whose life and marriage to King Henry VIII of England led to a profound shift in English and European politics. Her biography spans a remarkable range of experiences, from her early life in Spain to her role as Queen Consort of England and the dramatic events that led to the English Reformation. Early life. Catherine of Aragon was born on December 16, 1485, in the Alcazar of Segovia, Spain, to Ferdinand II of Aragon and Isabella I of Castile. Her parents were known as the Catholic monarchs, whose marriage united the crowns of Aragon and Castile and set the stage for the eventual unification of Spain. Catherine was the youngest of 5 children, including her elder sisters Isabella and Juana, who would later become Queen of Spain and Queen of Castile respectively. Raised in the Spanish court, Catherine received a thorough education that included studies in history, literature, and languages. Her upbringing was marked by her parents' strong religious convictions and their efforts to consolidate their power through alliances. Catherine's early life was shaped by her parents' determination to establish Spain as a dominant European power. Marriage to Arthur and the early years in England. In 1501, Catherine was married to Arthur, Prince of Wales, the eldest son of Henry VII of England, in a grand ceremony at Old St. Paul's Cathedral in London. This marriage was part of a broader strategy to forge a strong alliance between England and Spain. Arthur's early death in 1502, just a few months after the marriage, left Catherine a young widow at the age of 16. Catherine's future seemed uncertain, but her strong character and political importance led her to be considered for marriage to Arthur's younger brother, Henry. In 1503, Catherine was betrothed to Henry, who became Henry VIII in 1509. Their marriage was formalized in 1509, and Catherine was crowned Queen Consort of England on June 24, 1509. Queen Consort of England. As Queen Consort, Catherine of Aragon played a significant role in the English court. She was highly regarded for her piety, intelligence, and dedication to her royal duties. Catherine was a patron of scholars and artists, and she was known for her support of education and religious causes. The early years of her marriage to Henry VIII were marked by relative stability and prosperity. Catherine bore Henry 6 children, but only one survived infancy, Mary, who would later become Queen Mary I of England. The lack of a male heir, however, became a source of growing concern for Henry VIII, who feared for the stability of his dynasty. The King's Great Matter. By the late 1520s, Henry VIII's anxiety over the lack of a male heir grew, and he began to seek a solution. Influenced by his advisors and the prevailing belief that a male heir was essential for the security of the Tudor dynasty, Henry became convinced that his marriage to Catherine was cursed due to her previous marriage to Arthur. He sought an annulment of their marriage, claiming that it was contrary to divine law. The legal and theological challenges of this request were immense. Catherine maintained that her marriage to Henry was valid and that she had been a faithful wife. She sought to remain in her position as queen and refused to acknowledge the legitimacy of Henry's claim. The struggle over the annulment led to a dramatic political and religious upheaval. Henry's efforts to annul the marriage were denied by Pope Clement VII, partly due to the influence of Catherine's nephew, the Holy Roman Emperor Charles V. In response, Henry VIII took radical steps to establish his own ecclesiastical authority. The English Reformation. The refusal of the Pope to grant the annulment led Henry VIII to sever ties with the Roman Catholic Church and establish the Church of England, with the king as its supreme head. This schism, known as the English Reformation, had far-reaching consequences for English and European history. The Act of Supremacy, passed in 1534, formally established the monarch's authority over religious matters in England. Henry's new religious policies led to the dissolution of monasteries and the reorganization of the Church's structure in England. Catherine's refusal to accept the new Church's authority meant that she was increasingly isolated and marginalized. The fall from grace and death. Catherine was eventually removed from court and lived in relative seclusion. She was given the title of Dowager Princess of Wales and resided at various estates, including Kimbolton Castle. Despite her fall from grace, she retained a devoted following and continued to have some influence through her daughter, Mary. Catherine's final years were marked by her declining health and the continued turbulence of her daughter's political career. Catherine died on January 7, 1536, at Kimbolton Castle, at the age of 50. Her death was mourned by many, and she was buried at Peterborough Abbey. Legacy. Catherine of Aragon's legacy is complex and multifaceted. Her life was central to some of the most transformative events in English history, including the establishment of the Church of England and the dramatic political changes of the Tudor period. Her steadfastness and piety earned her respect and sympathy, while her struggle against Henry VIII's desires became a symbol of resistance to arbitrary royal power. Her daughter, Mary I, succeeded to the throne and became known for her attempts to restore Catholicism in England, although her reign was short and tumultuous. Catherine's life and struggles had a lasting impact on the religious and political landscape of England, shaping the course of its history for centuries to come. Catherine of Aragon remains a figure of historical intrigue and significance. Her role in the events leading to the English Reformation and her personal resilience in the face of adversity have ensured her place in the annals of history as a key player in one of the most pivotal eras of English and European history. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel.